Welcome to the It Factor. We're Jemmy and I, exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML, an MSP in Queens, NY, offering network management, VoIP, VoIP and UCAS, cybersecurity compliance, IaaS, cloud, and Microsoft 365 and Azure solutions. If you're a small business owner or manage IT for a growing organization, this deep dive is for you. So let's unpack this. We're diving deep into Mr. Len Kaplan's blog post titled, Why Social Engineering is Your Biggest Cyber Threat and How to Fight Back. Now, when we talk about cyber threats, our minds often jump to, complex hacking, maybe sophisticated code.
Right, breaking through firewalls, that kind of thing.
Exactly. But Mr. Kaplan's core insight here, and it's a really crucial shift in understanding, is that the biggest vulnerability isn't always in our technology. Often it's us. It's about human behavior.
It's fascinating, isn't it? And often overlooked, precisely that shift. As our digital defenses, firewalls, encryption, antivirus, they've gotten incredibly robust. So cybercriminals, well, they've gotten smarter. They've figured out it's often easier to just bypass the tech by manipulating the people behind it. Social engineering, really at its heart, it preys on our inherent human unpredictability. Instead of looking for a technical flaw, they're looking for a crack in, human trust. They're manipulating you or your employees to basically just give them access willingly. Mr. Kaplan's article makes it really clear. This isn't just one method they use. It's the single most common method cybercriminals use to get into organizations today.
That's what makes it so effective and, frankly, pretty insidious.
Yeah.
It's not brute force.
Yep.
It's psychology. It targets our natural instincts, things like helpfulness, fear, urgency, even just simple curiosity.
All things we think of as positive, usually.
Exactly. But they're the levers social engineers pull to trick us. Mr. Kaplan's blog post gives some really vivid examples of how this plays out. Like, imagine getting an email. It looks exactly like it's from your CEO. Urgent request. Transfer funds. Share some sensitive info.
Yeah, that pressure tactic. Or maybe a call from someone claiming their IT support. They say, your account's locked. Need your password right now to fix it.
And it goes beyond just executives or IT, right? The article points out attackers can impersonate trusted vendors. Maybe asking for a change in payment details seems totally normal, something you do all the time.
And it's not just email. It could be a text message, looks legit, but there's a malicious link. Or someone posing as a new client, maybe a job candidate. Just building trust to eventually get inside.
It's really a masterclass in deception because it banks on us making a mistake under pressure or, just misplaced trust.
Which brings up a really critical question for, any business owner listening. Why does even seemingly minor access matter so much? Mr. Kaplan highlights this point. Once a cybercriminal has even low-level access, maybe just a basic account login.
Something you might not think is a big deal initially.
Right. But they can escalate that access very quickly. That first login isn't the end goal. It's just like the foot in the door. It can be the key that unlocks deeper access to your really sensitive stuff, customer data, IP, or even disrupting your whole operation.
And the blog post really brings this home with some concrete examples, real-world consequences.
Right.
And the simplicity is almost terrifying.
Yeah.
We're talking attackers getting customer records just by pretending to be help desk staff. A simple phone call.
Wow. Just like that.
Or imagine your accounting team getting tricked into approving fraudulent wire transfers. Pure manipulation, no complex software hack involved.
Yeah, just talking someone into it.
Mr. Kaplan's article even mentions the emerging threat of voice cloning, AI getting involved.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah. Imagine someone calls, sounds exactly like a trusted executive. Your team might grant access or approve a transfer just based on the voice.
Because it sounds so authentic, you wouldn't question it.
And another example from the article, compromised admin credentials used to disable security software across the whole network. The common theme in all these, as Mr. Kaplan points out so well, is that they didn't need technical hacking skills.
No code breaking.
No breaking firewalls. These breaches happen purely through effective human manipulation, exploiting trust, exploiting human error.
It really makes you rethink where your biggest defense focus should be, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, it means your defense strategy can't just be about buying the latest, greatest tech. Mr. Kaplan's blog post really stresses a layered approach. That's crucial. It views your people as, both your biggest risk and your strongest potential defense. It's a bit of a paradox.
The human firewall idea.
Exactly. The insight isn't just that humans are targets, but why they're the main target now. Our digital defenses got so good, criminals shifted focus to us, the weaker link sometimes. It's a battle of psychology now, not just code. That's the key shift Mr. Kaplan highlights.
So what does this practically mean for your business? How do you actually fight back against something so deceptive?
Mm.
Mr. Kaplan's article lays out 6 key defense strategies, things you can do to turn your team into that human firewall. First, and this is absolutely critical, prioritize security awareness training for everyone.
Not just a one-off thing either.
No, definitely not. It's about teaching employees constantly to spot those red flags. Urgent requests that feel off, emails with spoofed addresses similar but not quite right, unfamiliar phone numbers, suspicious attachments. The usual suspects, but you need practice recognizing them.
Like muscle memory for spotting scams.
Right. The blog post mentions interactive simulations, phishing tests, making it stick. It's like digital fire drills. You practice before the real thing. Second, the article urges moving beyond just basic multi-factor authentication, MFA. Mr. Kaplan specifically recommends strong phishing-resistant authentication, like passwordless systems or FIDO2-based ones.
Okay, tell us more about FIDO2. What does that involve?
Right, so FIDO2 systems use something physical, like a security key you plug in or biometrics fingerprint, face scan, to confirm it's really you. This makes it almost impossible for attackers to trick you into approving access. It counters things like push fatigue.
Where they just spam you with login requests hoping you'll accidentally hit approve.
Exactly that. Or SIM swapping, where they steal your phone number, or even tricking the help desk into resetting your MFA. FIDO2 helps block those paths. And third, establish clear internal protocols. This is about process.
Making sure there are steps for sensitive actions.
Precisely. Any request for password changes, account unlocks, and especially fund transfers needs multi-step verification. The article strongly suggests requiring callbacks, maybe confirmation, through totally separate channel, not just replying to the initial email.
So if the CFO emails asking for a wire transfer,
Your protocol should demand, say, a direct phone call to their verified number or a quick message on your internal chat system to double-check. That simple step can prevent huge losses.
okay, that makes sense. So building on those first 3, what else does Mr. Kaplan recommend? What's number 4? Number 4 is about limiting privileges and monitoring behavior. This ties into the principle of least privilege.
Only give access to what's absolutely needed.
Exactly. Employees should only have access to the data and systems required for their specific job. Nothing more. Your marketing team probably doesn't need deep access to financial systems, right? This limits the potential damage if an account is compromised.
Lessens the blast radius, so to speak.
Right. And on top of that, Mr. Kaplan stresses using behavioral analytics, looking for anomalies. So if an employee usually logs in from New York, but suddenly there's a login from, I don't know, overseas at 3 a.m.,
Red flag.
or their account suddenly starts trying to download massive amounts of data it never touched before, that needs immediate automated investigation. 5th, and this is really proactive, test your defenses with simulated attacks.
The red team exercises you mentioned.
Yep. Social engineering red teaming. You basically hire ethical hackers to try and trick your own employees, try to bypass your protocols just like a real attacker would. These controlled tests are invaluable. They show you your weak spots before the bad guys find them.
And you use those findings to improve training, tighten policies.
Making that human firewall stronger. Exactly. And finally, number 6, plan for the worst. Because even with great defenses, breaches can still happen.
Assume it might happen at some point.
You have to. Mr. Kaplan's post emphasizes preparing detailed incident response plans, not generic ones. Specific step-by-step actions for scenarios like credential theft or impersonation. What do you do first? Who do you call? How do you contain it? Knowing this means your team isn't scrambling in a crisis, they're following a practiced plan. Minimizes downtime, data loss, all of it.
Okay, so those 6 strategies are powerful, but putting them all in place, that sounds like a lot, especially if you're a small business owner without a dedicated IT security team. How can organizations like CDML, Mr. Kaplan's company, actually help implement this?
Well, that's where MSPs like CDML come in. His blog post highlights they provide that end-to-end protection. It goes way beyond just firewalls and antivirus. They focus on things like custom employee training, specifically designed against the latest social engineering tricks.
Tailored to your business, presumably.
Right. And helping implement advanced security like zero-trust architecture, verifying every access attempt, and deploying those strong, phishing-resistant MFA solutions we discussed, plus setting up secure help desk protocols to stop impersonation attempts there.
And you mentioned monitoring earlier.
Yes, CDML offers real-time monitoring using AI-enhanced analytics, catching suspicious behavior quickly before it escalates. And crucially, they help create and test those incident response plans.
So partnering with someone like CDML, you're essentially getting a proactive, expert cybersecurity team.
That's the idea. They handle the complex stuff, stay ahead of threats, letting you focus on, well, running your business.
Okay.
So tying it all together, the main message from Mr. Kaplan's blog post is crystal clear. Social engineering isn't just a threat. It is pretty unequivocally the leading cause of business cyber incidents today. Full stop.
Whether it's a fake email, a spoofed call, maybe even an AI-cloned voice, attackers know how to exploit trust and psychology to get past tech defenses.
It's the human vector.
But the empowering part of Mr. Kaplan's article, the real takeaway, is that you don't have to be defenseless here. With the right training, the right tech, and smart proactive planning, you absolutely can turn your staff from potential targets into your strongest line of defense.
Transforming that human element from a vulnerability into a real strength.
Exactly.
So thinking about that human element being key, here's a thought for you listening. What's one small practical change you could maybe implement this week to empower your team? Help them be a stronger defense against manipulation? Maybe it's just consciously practicing a bit more skepticism with unexpected requests.
Or fostering that verify then trust mindset.
Yeah, something small but practical to get started.
If you found this deep dive helpful, please click the thumbs up button. Till next time.